Hello all, welcome to 𝗏𝗺𝗻 Talk Show. I'm thrilled for the opportunity to introduce a remarkable individual to you today. She has been a trailblazer in the mortgage industry for her exceptional expertise and dedication. Over the years, she has accomplished a lot of achievements, such as she is one of the top 20 loan officers in the country. She started her career as a loan officer and became a CEO of Purelend Mortgage, which is licensed in 13 different states. Let's welcome Renuka Samudrala to be our first guest on our show today.
Thank you so much for the warm introduction. I truly appreciate the opportunity to be here, and I'm looking forward for the great conversation today. Thank you.
Welcome. What is Purelend Mortgage?
We are intermediary company between lenders and the borrowers to facilitate the loan process. We do a lot of things in the company. We do like client consultation, talk with the client, suggest them best options, and we do lender review, like we compare the interest rates and fees between lenders.
Okay.
And we do underwriting. We submit the loan to underwriting and appraisal, title, closing, funding. You know, we are there through the entire loan process.
Yeah. Can you please walk us through the journey as a CEO of Purelend Mortgage?
Yeah, sure. My journey as a CEO at Purelend Mortgage started with a foundational interest in mortgage industry. Continuous learning was crucial in my development. Persistence is the key. I don't give up usually.
Yeah.
And the journey that led me here so far, I'm so grateful for that. And I'm looking forward for the future of Purelend Mortgage.
Can you please walk us through the initial days, how you started your career? Which is the career graph, I can say?
My background was biotechnology. I worked in healthcare industry for a couple of years, but I realized that my strength is in finances and started my mortgage license. I took my license in 2016. So I started as a loan officer and I worked with other companies before I started my own company in 2018. So it's been like 6 years I started my company, and right now we are in 13 states. We do mortgages in 13 states. So we do residential, commercial, multifamily. We do wide variety of loans.
Okay. Yeah. As we are talking about loans, can you please explain us about different type of loans we have right now, like categories?
There are mainly we do residential and commercial loans, conventional loans, FHA, VA.
Correct.
Jumbo loans. We do DSCR loans. Those are called investor loans. We also do bridge loans, construction loans. We do pretty much everything on residential and commercial side.
We are more into residential and commercial. Other than these two, there are a lot of different aspects as well.
There is one other thing. It's a land loans. We don't do land loans. We do only residential and commercial.
Okay. Like for example, if somebody wants to buy land, they can also go with the mortgage.
Yeah, they can go with the mortgage, but we don't provide loans. There are few lenders who offer land loans because there is no collateral associated with, there is no income coming on the land. So not many lenders would come forward to do the land loan. So we don't want to, we don't provide land loans, in other words.
Have been working in the different states as well, other than Texas?
Yeah, as I said, we are in 13 states. We are in Arkansas, California, Georgia, Florida, Colorado, North Carolina, New Jersey, Michigan, Minnesota, Virginia, Tennessee, Texas. We are in 13 states overall.
It's a big network, I guess, then.
Yeah, we have loan officers all over the company who works for the company.
As we all know, it is a booming industry nowadays. And what is the difference you observed when compared to the different states with Texas?
In Texas, we have to get audited every 2 years, and each state has its own rule. Like some states do once every 5 years, but most of them do audited audits once every 2 years.
What is refinancing and what is the right time to refinance?
Refinance means you are replacing your existing loan terms to newer terms.
Okay.
People do refinance for several reasons, but most often people do refinance if to reduce the interest rate. If rates are low,
Okay.
to reduce the interest rate, people do refinance. Other than that, there are several reasons, like if you want to convert from 15 to 30-year loan, or if you want to convert from 30-year fixed, or debt consolidation, or if you want to bring the money out of the property. So there are some of the most common reasons for refinance.
We can go with refinance for commercial and residential as well?
You can do refinance for both commercial and residential. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Coming to the interest rates, like do we have anything like cannot be compromised in the interest rates, whether it is lower or higher? If someone is very desperate to buy a house,
yeah,
most of them are stepping back because of the more interest rates and all.
Yeah. So as I said, if you want to buy a house, you have to buy it now.
Right.
Interest rate is just a number. You can refinance it later.
Okay.
The benefit of buying it now is because there is less competition in the market.
Okay.
That way you don't have to overbid for the same house.
Right.
And you can always do a refinance once rates go down.
Yeah.
So for that reason, definitely suggest whoever if you want to buy a house, I definitely suggest you to buy a house now and refinance later. If you wait, what happens is everybody overbid.
Right,
A lot of people are there in the market to buy a house, and for the same house you will end up buying for a high price.
That's more dangerous than
Exactly. So it's better to buy now and refinance later when rates are low. That's the best strategy to go with.
Okay. And as we are discussing about as we got the topic as bidding, like I'm very much curious, like I like to know, like 6 years back or 8 years back, do we have this bidding concept?
No, things have changed quite a bit after COVID. Correct. Before that it was not much of a competition, but during COVID the interest rates were very low. Everybody came into the market and everybody started buying homes.
Yeah.
Things have changed a lot. A lot of people are buying homes these days for investment purpose.
Previously, like there is a competition to buy a car. Most of them will go and get the car very easily. After pandemic, the people mindsets are slowly changing. Everyone is giving some priority to buying a house. That is definitely there. And recent times we are hearing about the bidding. This the reason behind bidding is competition.
Yeah, because people, if one house came into the market, there are like hundreds of people competing for the same house.
Okay.
And if you want to win the house, obviously you need to give the offer for a higher price than the listed number. So people end up giving for more and more price, and that's how real estate market went up so high because of that.
Yeah. And one more thing is here, if somebody wants to buy a house, before even buying a house, what are the prior things he need to be set it up, like maybe the bank documents or keep the records clean, something like this?
So before I suggest everybody who wants to buy a house, I strongly recommend to get a pre-approval letter.
Okay.
That will help them, like how much loan amount they qualify for.
Okay.
For example, you just went ahead and you just find a house for like maybe 1 million, and later on you qualify for only 700K.
Okay.
You are the first one who will be in trouble, because you must have already paid the earnest money, and most of the time sellers do not pay back their earnest money. You'll end up losing them money back.
Okay.
So and also you are wasting seller's time. Obviously, seller had to put.
That's very much important, actually.
So you are wasting seller's time because he had to put the house again in the market and find another tenant, and also you are wasting your realtor's time, everybody's time.
Correct.
So it's better you get approved before you do anything on the house.
How much time it is the pre-approval letter valid, like maybe 6 months or?
No, usually we give pre-approval for a month because we have to, we have to recheck every month. We have to recheck their loans, newer loans. If they get any new loans, we have to recheck and give them. We don't have to run the credit check every time they come, but we have to definitely have to have a conversation with them, like if they take any new loans.
Right.
Yeah.
See, this is really useful information because once people wants to buy the house, they keep on checking for the houses. They keep on discussing with their friends and all.
Yeah.
In this journey, they are all learning these things about pre-approval letters and percentage and all. If we are prior to all this, we can plan accordingly and we can directly jump into the process.
Yeah. It's more streamlined process if you do this way.
And other than the credit score, what are the other factors that are affecting the pre-approval letters or the percentage of the
credit score tells us how responsible you are in terms of payment. So with your existing loans, if you pay on time with all your payments, obviously your score is good. So it tells us how responsible you are. That's it. But it doesn't tell us like how many loans you have. So how many liens, existing liens, like some people may have car loans, some people have student loans, you know, they may have multiple loans. So we run the credit check and look at all the debts, and we look at debt to income ratio, and they need to have good income to support the mortgage every month payments. And we need to look at their employment. Obviously, if they don't have a job, they don't get a loan. So they have to have an employment. We look at pay stubs and all. And also we look at the most important thing is we need to look at their bank statement to show. They need to show us they have enough money for down payment and closing costs.
In general, other than this down payment, like what do you recommend? Like I was asking you from the buyer side, like how many months of income or expenses you do recommend to have it as a savings?
So income, we look at 2 years of consistent income, most recent 2 years. So if you are buying a house in 2024, obviously you need to show us you have been consistently working from 2022. 2022. This is August, so 2022 August. So you should have 2 years of consistent employment to qualify for a loan. And in terms of bank statements, we look at most recent 2 months.
2 months.
And again, you don't have to show all your bank statements. You know, for example, you have like an account in Chase Bank, Bank of America, or Wells Fargo. You know, you don't have to show all the banks. We have to see one bank.
One should
up to the fund should be enough for closing costs and down payment. So only those funds we look at.
And if the person has a car loan, maybe personal loan, does these two loans, other than these two loans, these will affect the buyers?
Of course, So if you have like a car loan or student loan, we take that into debt to income ratio. For example, your income is $10,000 per month, So you are already paying a car loan and student loan like about $3,000 per month. So we will end up taking that $7,000 for mortgage calculation. So you will end up you will qualify for a loan, but the amount of loan amount will be reduced drastically based on the number of loans you have.
That means if we are really serious about buying a house, it's better to close all the remaining loans, maybe major loans. Student loan is a major loan.
If possible,
If you have a luxury car, it is also
it's not as much as possible. I know it's very hard to not having a loan in America, but at least you keep everything streamlined is a good strategy to go.
Now let's have some words about the payments. Generally, we have monthly payments. We mostly prefer to have a monthly payments. Like we do also have an option as a bi-weekly payments. In your perspective, which one will you suggest?
There are a couple of loan term options, 30 years, 15 years, 10 years. I strongly suggest the people, my clients, to go with 30-year fixed. That's called conventional conforming loan option. So 30-year fixed. Because you are on low payments if you are on 30 years. And for example, if you lose a job or if your kid is going for college or marriage, because this it's not just today. You have to look at next 30 years.
Right.
All this will happen at one point of your time in your life. So your kid may go to college or marriage. It's better to be on the low payments. And again, if you want to pay off your loan quickly, you can still pay off by doing extra payments. For example, you got bonus this year, nothing is going on. You can just pay it off towards your home loan. There's no prepayment penalty, so you can definitely pay your home loan and reduce your loan term to a certain amount. That way, you know, if you are on 30 years, that way you have like more flexibility on your loan. So I definitely recommend going with a 30-year fix. But in regards to your question, you asked me if people do bi-weekly payment. Bi-weekly, we have like 52 weeks per year, and which is like 26 bi-weekly payments, which is equivalent to 13 monthly type of payments. So you are
unknowingly we are paying 1 month extra.
1 month extra per year. So that will reduce your loan term to 5 years. I mean, which you will end up, your loan will be completed in 25 years.
Yeah, we can consider it as a simple math.
Simple math, exactly. So you will complete the loan in 25 years, which is a good one. People do differently. Some people, they just do one payment extra. They are just on 30-year fix. They don't have any setup, but they just do it. They just do it manually by doing like one additional payment every quarter. If you do that, you will end up completing your loan in 22 years. If you are on 30-year mortgage, you will reduce your mortgage 8 years. Period.
See, initially when I started the conversation, for me 30 years is a huge commitment. But if after the conversation, if I see it is a 22 years,
it gives you more flexibility. If you have money sitting in the bank, you can pay it. If something is going on, something else is going on, like your kid is in college, you can just do 30 years and use those funds for something else rather than stressing yourself on 15 years or other terms.
If someone wants to pursue the career as a loan officer, what is the roadmap?
So there are a couple of things I want to tell you if anybody wants to become a loan officer. The first thing they need to understand is like the income is not consistent. So sometimes, you know, once they become a loan officer and if you know the income, see the interest rate, if the interest rates are low, you will end up doing a lot of loans and your paycheck will be very high. And if the rates are high, you may not have any loans. And my strong suggestion is having like another job or another career, full-time career, at least that will offset during the high market interest rate. So definitely you need to consider, because a lot of people call me and say, hey, you know, I want to become a loan officer. They think that it's a lot of money and all, but reality is not that. You have to definitely consider the up and downs in the industry. Definitely if you want to become a loan officer, it's not that bad. You can get it, get the license. There are a couple of prerequisite courses that you need to do. Pre-licensing education courses. Once you are done with that, you can take the license exam, actual exam. It's provided by the third-party companies like Prometric. And you need to get like 75% is a passing grade to become a loan officer, and you have like so see, if you fail in the first attempt, you have to wait for 1 month to give another attempt, you know, and up to 3 attempts. If you fail in first 3 attempts, you have to wait for 6 months to give the 4th attempt. It's a great industry. I like it. I like to play with the numbers. I'm more financial person. It depends on how much you put in also. If you don't put your efforts, obviously you don't see much success. Consistency is very important.
Agree with you. And in these years of your journey, what is the one habit that you developed professionally to work better?
So one thing I do is I don't give up. My persistence, I think my persistence helped me in this industry and at my position right now. I don't give up. I work so hard. I work so sincerely.
As a CEO, I think you need to go through a lot of things. And how do you manage your time? in general?
Balancing the responsibilities of being a mom with the career as a CEO is quite challenging.
Right,
Trust me, it's
right.
very, very hard.
Right.
But with effective time management strategy, it's possible to have a balance that works.
Right.
So I do few things like prioritization,
Correct.
or structured scheduling,
Correct.
or
Yes.
and utilizing the technology.
Right.
Those are the couple of things that I do to manage my time.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are all the hardships you have went throughout your journey?
There are so many hardships, especially as a CEO and having to maintain these many states. We are licensed in 13 states. And mortgage industry is highly regulated industry in America. The main things are regulatory and compliance challenges, the main thing. And we also see on day-to-day basis, we see market fluctuations on the interest rate, or we see the competition with our fellow loan officers, other companies, competition challenges, and we see we have to meet the client expectations. That's a challenge, and administrative burdens. I have to take care of everything end to end, every single document, technology maintenance. We have our own tool, so technology tool we use for our clients. So everything has to be maintained. Technology has to be maintained, and client maintenance and personal life balance, of course.
Right.
So many burdens, so many things, challenges I see every day.
Right. Do you take off? Like in general, if it is a regular job, we do have weekend offs and all. As a CEO and as you doing multiple things, how often you take break or offs?
The one thing I can tell you I like about this business is that the flexibility that I have.
Okay.
So if I do 9 to 5 job, obviously I have to be at work at 9 o'clock until 5 o'clock.
Correct. Correct.
The best thing I like about being a loan officer is the flexibility that you have. You don't actually truly get a day off. It's nowhere.
That's the reason why I'm asking this question.
Nowhere in my life that it's completely off. It's not like that. I still have to take calls, but at least it gives me the flexibility of scheduling my own to do my own tasks.
Yes. Because I see you working in the weekends too. With a couple of my friends and all.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why I'm asking you this question.
Yeah. There's nothing called day off.
Correct. You've been in US since long back. And what is the major change or shift you observed in the recent days coming to professional or people, how the process went through?
So there is a lot of change that happened in mortgage industry. For example, like back in those days, we used to take paper application. Now everything is all online application. So lenders started approving that. And before that, before COVID, this came after COVID. So the notary was all manual, but now we are doing mobile notary. So many things, and the rules and regulations became stricter. The audits became hard, and even the client expectations have changed a lot. They want like a personalized attention and user friendly and smooth process. Everything have changed quite a bit from last couple of years.
And last and final, I have one question. During all your journey and experience and as a CEO, what is the impact of your parents and what kind of support you get from your family?
My parents are always there for me. They give me so much moral support, and they are so excited seeing my growth. They are very, very happy, extremely happy. They are so proud of me. I know that. Not just my parents, even my husband. They are there for me all the time. Without them, I would not be in this position today. So I'm really thankful for my parents and my husband in this journey.
Wow, it's an interesting conversation. Being a mom, being a daughter, a wife, she undoubtedly doing great. She proved herself as a mortgage officer and also CEO of Purelend Mortgage. Let's wish her a good luck for her future achievements. See you soon with a new episode. with an interesting guest